So, I won't lie, when I got the news, I felt like I needed to drink a few cocktails. One of the ingredients being this stuff. Everyone knows what that means. Fortunately, I opted for a coffee instead. Probably better for the health in the long term. Usually I write these videos out, but this time I felt like it needed more of an off-the-cuff reaction. This was going to be an immediate response video, but sometimes information needs to settle. You guys all know who to go to when it comes to the immediate reaction videos. I'm even partial to doing one myself. But it's usually excitement, not disappointment, that drives those. And those people who make those videos are great at doing them. This is more of a roundup of the information. Firstly, thanks to my brother for the heads up and announcement. He's the Oracle of Zamora apparently. But talk about a bad way to end World Smile Day. It's really bad news for all of us who wanted to immediately see this film. Look, that's me. And whether people knew it or not, they probably would have felt that Bond in the cinema was a symbolic return to normal. As fans, we're all disappointed. But putting things in perspective, every single film is going to be delayed. And has been. And we probably won't get another big blockbuster film this year. Tenet was a Warner Brothers film. So is Dune and Wonder Woman. And they'll probably get pushed to next year now. Well, at least 2021 will be a packed year for films. But going back to Bond, I was surprised leading up to this. Not surprised they'd moved the film, surprised that it seemed like they were sticking to November. All the tie-in brands are really gearing up the promotion. Just look at my previous video, or even the ones that have come out since then. A very expensive looking DHL advertisement with the Aston Martin DB5. Bollinger Champagne. A new music video for the No Time to Die theme song. Hans Zimmer released the Gun Barrel theme, which gave us a nice tease of what the sound of the film will be like. He's brought back the guitar. Which makes me interested. So it seemed like they were sticking with November. But when it was 6 weeks out and MGM were finally going to start paying for their own promotion, they weren't that confident in November, which is fair. All we have to compare this year with is Tenet. I was going around saying that Tenet needs to make a minimum of 500 million to be deemed a success. This would persuade other studios to release their films into the market. As of now, it's sitting around 280 million worldwide. So understandably, the decision was made to push Bond back to April 2nd. This wasn't as shocking as the first time they postponed the film. In fact, it seemed more realistic this time. I think the real disappointing part is there didn't seem to be a unified front on this decision. A lot of internal politics going on. The partnering brands were allowed to move forward, creating a lot of anticipation for this film. And MGM never paid a cent in marketing. Well, not spending as much as these guys did. Think about all the brands I've named over the last couple of videos. The objective was to create such a groundswell of Bond in the media that this film was unavoidable upon its release date. I hope none of those partnerships are damaged. If you were one of the brands like DHL spent millions on an ad like this to coincide with the release of a film, they could be fairly annoyed by this push, or at least not being told about it in advance. It's pure speculation, but safe to say that DHL aren't happy with releasing this 007 styled ad 6 months in advance of when the film is supposed to come out, especially when they put this at the end of it. So there are my ramblings about the delay of this Bond film. It's not a surprise. It makes box office sense, possibly pissed off a lot of people and not just the fans. But this franchise needs to keep making money for it to remain viable and for us to keep enjoying it over the years and into the future. I think this is just a bitter pill we have to swallow. Imagine how annoyed the creative team are. They were looking forward to this film coming out and showing off their hard work that they put in. and now it's been delayed twice. But they also want as many people as possible to see and enjoy this film. However, I'll leave you with this one thing about the April 2nd release date. If you're like me and you think on April 1st, you're going to be going to a midnight screening of No Time to Die, you're the fool. This release date is a placeholder and is definitely subject to change. God. I hope I'm wrong about that prediction now. But more optimistic videos to come now. We have loads of time to keep making more Bond video, make Bond news videos, and explore different things too. I'll promise I won't crack into the Keenan Lillet until the film comes out. I'll keep drinking coffee and trying to be productive. Also, on a side note, you might know the camera changed a little bit during this. Turns out James Bond radio podcasts take up a huge amount of space. So I had to go in and delete just to create room to shoot this video. Don't know if that's my fault or James Bond Radio's fault. I'm not managing my storage correctly, clearly. But for now, guys, thanks very much for watching. You know what to do if you like this video, and subscribe too.
Fate draws us back together. Now your enemy is my enemy.
When you're ready.